Welcome back. Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful ideas I have ever come across, and that is grit. If you have ever started something, going to the gym, learning a new skill, or building a side hustle, only to quit a few weeks later, you're not alone. Most of us start strong, but then motivation fades and we give up. And here's the surprising part. It's not because we are not talented enough. It's because we are missing one crucial ingredient, and that is grit. And that's exactly what Angela Duckworth's book teaches us. We often think success comes down to talent. We say things like, she's a natural, or he was born with it. But Duckworth's research shows something different. Talent might help you start, but it's not what makes you finish. The truth is, talent without consistency is wasted potential. What really matters is passion and perseverance over the long run. And that's great. And it explains why some people achieve extraordinary results while others with equal or more talent give up halfway. Here's the real problem. Most of us don't struggle with starting. We struggle with sticking. Think about it. You start a new fitness routine and you are excited about learning a language. The first few days, amazing. You are motivated. You are pumped. But then life gets busy. Motivation fades. And before you know it, you've quit. This cycle repeats itself over and over again. It's not about our ability, it's about consistency. Without grit, we are always starting from zero instead of building momentum. And if you have ever experienced that, drop off yourself, give this video a quick like. It tells me I'm not the only one who's been there. So here's a breakthrough. Angela Duckworth discovered that success is not really about talent. It's about grit, and grit is simply passion plus perseverance for long-term goals. Now, passion here doesn't mean those short bursts of motivation. It's not about being super excited for a week and then moving on. Passion is about having a clear direction and caring about it so much that you're willing to stick with it for years, even when the excitement wears off. Perseverance, on the other hand, is the stamina to keep going when things get tough. It's the ability to show up on the boring days, the frustrating days, and the days you'd rather quit. When you combine passion and perseverance, you get grit. And grit is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary performers over time. Actually, I'd love to hear from you. And what's one area in your life where you think grit could make the biggest difference? Just drop the word grit in the comments below and let me know what you're working on right now. So the big question is, how do we actually build grit? Duckworth breaks it down into a few really practical shifts. First, embrace the long game. Instead of asking, how fast can I get results? Ask yourself, am I willing to work on this for 5 or even 10 years? When you zoom out like that, the daily ups and downs don't feel so overwhelming. Second, fall in love with practice. Motivation is great for getting started, but habits are what you keep going. Whether it's writing fitness, or a new skill, the goal is to treat practice like brushing your teeth. Something small, daily, and non-negotiable. Let's make this practical with a story. Imagine you decide to learn guitar. At first, it is very exciting. You buy the guitar, watch tutorials, maybe learn a few chords. You feel like a rock star already. But then reality hits. Your fingers hurt, you struggle to switch chords, and progress feels painfully slow. That's the point where most people quit. Not because they can't do it, but because they don't stick with it long enough. Now, someone with grit takes a different approach. They keep practicing a little every day, even when it's boring or frustrating. Over time, the calluses form, the chords get easier, and eventually they can pick up the guitar at any party and play effortlessly. Same guitar, same starting point. The difference was not talent. It was grit. And I'm curious, what's your guitar? What's the one thing you've started but found hard to keep going with? Share it in the comments. I'd love to see what you are working on. So, why does grit matter so much? What do you actually get from sticking with something long term? First, progress compounds. Tiny efforts stack up over months and years, creating results that look impossible to someone who keeps starting and stopping. Second, you learn to push through boredom and setbacks. Most people quit when things stop being fun, but grit teaches you the real growth lives on the other side of repetition and resilience. If there's one lesson from Angela Duckworth's grit, it's this: talent gets you started, but grit gets you finished. It's easy to get excited when things are new, but the people who actually succeeded are the ones who keep showing up long after the excitement fades. When it's boring, when it's hard, and when nobody's watching. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember, you don't need to be the most talented. You just need to keep going. That's the real power of passion and perseverance. And if you want to keep building that kind of mindset, I'd love for you to join my free weekly newsletter, where I share practical lessons from books like this one. You'll also get access to my free online Skool community, a space to connect with like-minded people, your journey, share your journey, and get extra resources I don't post anywhere else. The link is down in the description, or just visit kevinumali.com/free. It's completely free, and I'd love to see you there.